Go ahead and drop that Ant-Man ult, and those slows really do a lot for them. Hopefully kill Hawkeye. Alright, good job, Stature. Oop. What's up, guys? So today we are going to be taking Stature out for a spin. I am running 3 members of the Pym Tech team, as you can see here. We got Stature, we got Ant-Man, and we have Wasp. We are using substitutes, obviously, for Ghost and Yellow Jacket, and so we're going with the closest substitutes we can find right now, which is Minerva, stepping in for Ghost, because the ults are pretty similar, and then Yellow Jacket's a bit of a glass cannon, so I've brought in Elsa Bloodstone. Unfortunately, Wasp, who's a major damage dealer for this team, my Wasp happens to be the smallest member, so unfortunately, someone whose primary job is to do damage is not going to do that much damage, so they are undeniably going to be very good in Dark Dimension. As far as Blitz, you know, just hoping for a general level of competency. Most of the new teams that they release tend to be above the halfway mark, but at least wanted to be able to give you guys an early look at how the Pym Tech team will work. We're going to use this cobbled together substitute Pym Tech team and take them in a blitz and see if we get any surprising results, so see what we can do. All right, so we're going to start off here, and we're going to try to take on a Wave 1 team. Now, this is a Thor Iron Man Wave 1, but they don't have Black Widow. They do have a very, very, very large Hulk, which I find absolutely terrifying. I do not think that they will win this matchup. I'll be really impressed if they win this. So, Hawkeye opens up and removes some buffs. Yeah, you can see people just, oh man, Ant-Man already in red health, but all right, so we can give Stature taunt and defense up and regen. So we want to take out Hawkeye as quickly as we can. That did very little damage, so we will go ahead and use this. And the good news is if someone dies, at least because we're using Minerva's substitute, we have that. So that was good. Thor's hammer throw just went absolutely nowhere because the primary target dodged. And so that ends that chain right there, so that was good. All right, Elsa takes a counter there. She can always stun on this now, but it's a Hulk with a taunt up, and it's a 7 red star Hulk, so I'm not even going to try. He's not going to get stunned. I'll save it for someone I can actually stun. So her basic, if he had defense up, it would flip it, but he does not, so that's fine, but she dodges another counter. Ant-Man with a good dodge there. Now we have a bit of a speed advantage here. We can go ahead and slow everyone with Ant-Man, and they can't do much about it. The blinds, however, not my favorite. Oh, there it is. That was really weird. Okay. All right, Elsa will at least cover for herself on the miss. Oh no, she won't, because she doesn't have enough supernatural allies. Actually, let's go ahead and use her AoE, because we're going to give ability energy back with Stature, and now Stature has an opportunity to kill Ant-Man here. So, put another bleed on Cap. That made Thor angry again, but they're hanging in there. Well, all right, we got our first death here, so this is going to give out energy and hopefully kill Hawkeye. All right, good job, Stature. He did get a kill, but I need Minerva to get another turn. But because he's blind, we'll go ahead and use that. Oh, okay, so that's like can't be dodged. I wasted that ability. I thought it was unavoidable, but it's actually just a can't be dodged. You can still miss. All right, Wasp is back. Let's try and get Thor out of here, because he's been putting out just a ton of damage. There's an Iron Man assist, another good dodge. I am impressed with how frequently these guys are dodging. So this should, it's gonna give Hulk the speed either way, but let's, yeah, at least hit the other target. This should steal some counters. Okay, so now Ant-Man has counter and Wasp does as well. Oh, that Thor, this is gonna be a big problem with Stature down. This counter is probably gonna kill Minerva. I have to say, they hung in there pretty well, but yeah, that's a wrap. So that's a fail against Wave 1. So, try again. All right, so this is a team I think is a little bit more their speed. I'm thinking we'll do pretty well against this team, so let's try it. All right. So I'm thinking just the 3 of them alone are going to be enough to take down a non-synergy team. So we're going to put that to the test. I guess we'll stun the person that heal blocks. They're not relying on a ton of healing anyway, but it doesn't hurt. So this will actually prevent her, as we said in the last match, it is undodgeable. So now she can't throw stuff back at us. Let's see if we can get to Miles before he goes into stealth. We'll go ahead and pop the Minerva ultimate here. Okay, Psylocke dodged, but Elsa covers and retaliates. Okay. Yeah, we'll just go ahead and use her basic on Miles there. He succumbs to the bleed. And this will get rid of her evade, which I'm doing so that we can stun her with Wasp, but we don't have to, because she dodges and she makes Elsa upset. Then we have the Wasp AoE doing decent damage. So yeah, they handled this pretty well, and then this is going to give the 2 ability energy. So yeah, I would have liked to have actually gotten those slows down even earlier, but this was the first opportunity where it made sense. So we'll go ahead and fire that. And yeah, obviously they've won at this point. We'll go ahead and use the special to deny him one more turn. I'll go ahead and slow-mo the finisher animation on Stature if you haven't seen it. Oop. Just gives him Das Boot. And there's a win for the Pym Tech trio that we have so far. This one is somewhere in the middle. It's 4 Wave 1 Avengers and a Wolverine. So I thought we did a decent job. I think Hawkeye's blinds really did a number on this team when we fought the first Wave 1 Avenger variant. So I want to try another Wave 1 Avenger variant. All right, Stature drops in very big. Okay, so yeah, we're going to go after this trio right here. We can stop Hulk from taunting altogether. So Wasp, can you get this stunned? Yes, nice, not bad. All right, that's an unfun, unavoidable AoE, but now we have a lot of them with really low turn meters, so we can go ahead and drop that Ant-Man ult, and those slows really do a lot for them when the enemy doesn't have an answer for it. The Thor passive is pretty brutal, so I do want to try to focus Thor out. That, I believe, will give him another charge, but we need to get some healing on the way. Then we'll use Elsa here to continue hitting Thor. We do get the assist from Ant-Man, and that should do it for Thor with another Ant-Man assist. And I don't even have the T4 in his passive. He'll assist even more if I put the T4 in his passive. There's a Stature basic. And it's unfortunate that she goes before Captain America, because he does defense up, and if Stature were going after him, then Stature would be flipping the defense up, at least in theory. So Ant-Man steals a defense up for him and Wasp. That does not save Elsa, however. But Minerva will bring Elsa back on her turn. Okay, not bad. And then this AoE, while it's not going to do a ton of damage because a lot of them had defense up, it's still worth the energy. So let's steal another defense up for these two, and a good dodge by her. This second shot will hit Iron Man, and I believe the bleed will drop him. That will chain now. Okay, good. Another heal coming out of Captain America. We're definitely going to leave Hulk for last here. And so that'll be some... Oh, he blocked it. All right. I was expecting better damage, but that's okay. Let's steal some counters. Do you steal 1 counter or 3? 1 counter. Okay, so they don't steal stacks, just what the buff is. Good to know. And there's a counter from Ant-Man, putting a stop to that chain. Okay, we have an opportunity to stun here, but I kind of want to use the AoE since it's up again. All right, Captain America goes down. So, yeah, as you can see, Hawkeye was really the issue in the last one. Hawkeye is just an excellent counter to this team for many reasons. Obviously, they don't have a ton of unavoidable abilities, so they're not a big fan of being blinded. And then everything he does, all of his primary attacks anyway, his basic, his special, his ultimate, all that is unavoidable. So they can't dodge it, and they rely on dodging quite a bit. As you can see, you know, he just gained an evade. So yeah, we'll go ahead and drop her AoE again. Again, giving out the 2 ability energy. They actually have deceptively low cooldowns as a team because of how often Stature can just give everyone 2 ability energy, but they didn't have too much trouble with that matchup. I think we'll try the Guardians. There's something to be said for taking on a full synergy team. I'm not sure they can take on the Guardians with what we have now, but let's find out. All right, so, oh man, they just open up on Ant-Man right away. They hit him pretty hard. So, oh man, and then Stature gets stunned. She is taunting though, but Stature gets hit very hard as well. Is that going to put a slow on her? I'm not sure. I'm actually going to make the executive decision to stun Groot, and the reason I'm going to stun Groot is because I want to use the Ant-Man ult. This is coming at a really good time where a lot of their fast characters have already gone, so we'll get a nice slow on them, and that means that they won't be taking turns for a good bit. So, unfortunately, we killed Groot and gave them a bunch of buffs, but the good news is the offense up on Rocket already wore off. Let's see if we can steal something good here. He steals a defense up. Alright, I'll take it. Definitely helps him. Alright, we got some blinds. I'm not a huge fan of those. Let's go after Rocket here. That will result in a counter, but that's okay. And then we'll use this basic. Alright, good chain. Alright, he does fire that AoE. That was pretty rough. She gets a nice heal. So she'll miss that, so we might as well miss on someone who's not going to counterattack while she's low. Ant-Man assists, however, so I actually could have used that to kill Rocket. I'd seen ahead of time that it would have had his assist. But so he has evade, so I don't mind him getting countered, and he stole a counter for Wasp as well. She's blind, so we'll go ahead and attack someone who doesn't counter. This should be a double kill coming out of Elsa. But yeah, they actually did a pretty good job of dismantling the Guardians pretty quickly. Not bad. So, there is no defense up to flip, so we'll go ahead and use this AoE now and give out the ability energy. But, yeah, Ant-Man is a bit underrated in terms of his ability to use control effects. I quite like Ant-Man's control effects. There are better controllers, so it doesn't make sense to use Ant-Man for too many things, but he's not too far behind a lot of the other controller options in terms of what he actually brings to the field, especially with his AoE slow. Is pretty good. Oh, I think we're going to take Mantis out here, but yeah, this is just a matter of time, really. They handle this no problem. And again, these slows come in at such a good time. Like that Drax was one of the slowest characters. I think Drax might be the slowest character in the game. I'm pretty sure he is. And so yeah, now he's not going to get a turn for a very long time. Then he gets stunned by Wasp. He is just disabled forever. So while the Guardians in the current state of the game are one of the worst synergy teams in the game, still, the fact that in 8.3 of Blitz, a 3-piece of the Pym Tech team did not have much trouble just completely going through the Guardians, still says something. They're definitely doing a bit better than I gave them credit for. Again, I still don't expect them to be a top 5 team or anything like that based on what I'm seeing, but yeah, I thought that might be more of a struggle. So that concludes our early testing, and again, even when you have the full Pym Tech team, I'm not expecting them to be able to take on the Inhumans, to be able to take on the Marauders, to be able to even take on this team when you have the full Pym Tech team might be a little bit tricky. They really don't like blinds, and they don't really have good dispel, so they'll get stuck on the 3 taunters on this team and not really be able to kill someone like Thor. So yeah, I don't have incredibly high hopes for them, but that was not a bad show of what they can do. And make no mistake, Ghost and Yellow Jacket are going to be very important for the team. Ghost and Yellow Jacket are the brunt of the effective power on the team. What you're mainly seeing out of these 3 is safety and control, ability blocks, slows, stuns, taunts, evades, things like that. If you power up your stature and use them as 3-piece, this is about what you can expect from them. Yeah, I think this is a pretty decent gauge, and yeah, that's what I've got so far. So what do you guys think of the current Pym Tech 3-piece? Let me know in the comments below. Otherwise, that is all I've got for you guys right now, and I will see you guys real soon. Until next time. Peace!